Sir, it appears that the hybrid program is in danger of being compromised. Take a look for yourself.
This is not good. This is not something we ever expected to happen. The two people on the left need to be eliminated. We can't be as blatant with our own soldiers, but we have another avenue to take care of them, where their demise will occur naturally.
Understood, sir. We will take the necessary action toward the two strangers. My question is, how have the other two survived outside of the protected area for this long?
That is a question I cannot answer at this point. We were not aware anyone previous to the current experiment existed until now. Their presence would greatly compromise our objective. As soon as those two are away from the others, make sure they are taken care of.
Understood, sir. We will make sure they are eliminated as soon as possible.
Hang on, guys. There's an urgent message coming over the radio.
All field teams, immediate recall of stabilization compounds. Potential contamination detected. This is non-negotiable.
They are lying. So Meoni must have been watching us and reported our meeting.
They fear what we know. But their synthetic serum was never the only way.
So what are you saying?
Are there any others here in the Congo besides yourselves?
Yes, they sent troops over here to back us up and bring us more serum.
Then you have been compromised. The timing is far too obvious. You have been under surveillance since they arrived here. That I guarantee.
Without the serum, we will destabilize and migrate into who knows what.
That is exactly what they want. And I can also assure you that they do not want you to discover the truth. That also means our lives are in grave danger.
Are you saying that they are going to kill us all?
I can assure you they will try to kill Kai and I. As for you, the fact they are speaking of a recall of the serum tells me they will just let you mutate until you are no longer human. Either way, that will take care of all of us.
You spoke of there being another way apart from the serum produced by our scientists? What is that?
No time to explain right now. We must flee from here. There are underground tunnels we can use to go to our underground compound. However, before proceeding to that location, we must obtain the records from inside the building.
Records? Do you mean the stone carvings are not the only records of what transpired here?
Yes. The stone tablets are a decoy. I know where the actual records are kept. I will quickly retrieve them, and then we can proceed to our compound. There is also a secret entrance to one of the tunnels on the other side of the portal. We can simply disappear without being seen.
Okay, so I have a question. If they kept these records hidden in here, why were the stone tablets created?
The stone tablets were created by us. They were to be a decoy away from the truth. They are also a clue and a warning to anyone coming inside the building. We wanted anyone discovering the tablets to believe the writings were much older than they actually were.
So what do the symbols mean? There are 3 circles, I assume, representing people, and then a serpent or dragon head with a tongue sticking out.
There were 3 of us at the time of the carvings. The people running the project discovered the carvings and then sought us out. They killed Ezra, the other warrior. We then fought them and they were killed. We fled and have been in hiding for over 300 years, attempting to evade capture.
So others are aware of your presence then?
Not before. But now, yes. I believe we have now been found out. But we will disappear into the tunnel and evade capture. Let us proceed.
Sir, they have disappeared within the building. We await further instructions.
We can't afford for our project to be compromised. Eliminate all of them immediately. Storm the building, but be very careful not to be seen beforehand. This team could wipe out your entire battalion.
Yes, sir. Confirming your orders. All of them are to be eliminated, including the hybrid team.
Yes, that is correct. Eliminate all of them immediately.
Yes, sir. Understood. We will attack the building now, using extreme caution. Sir, they are nowhere to be found. There must be a passageway somewhere in here. One thing is for certain. They are not in the building. I repeat, they are not in the building.
They must be found. That is imperative. You must find them as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir. We will search until they are found.
Catherine, let me see your arm.
Not sure what for, but okay.
Your cellular memory. It carries echoes. Patterns we've seen before.
What patterns? What do you mean?
Think. Why would they choose these specific animals? These exact genetic combinations?
Because they're tactically advantageous.
Tactically. No, these are refinements. Corrections to previous attempts.
3 centuries of attempts. Each generation getting closer.
Closer to what?
Tell me, soldier. Why do they keep you dependent on the serum? We create warriors who can be controlled with a simple supply chain.
It's for stabilization.
Is it? Or is it because they know what happened in 1742? In 1856? In 1923?
The organization doesn't tolerate independence in its subjects. But they're getting desperate. Making mistakes. Leaving traces.
What organization? Who's really behind this?
Some questions are dangerous. But ask yourself, why does your military have access to research that should be centuries beyond current science?
They didn't develop it, they inherited it like all the others before.
Catherine, your Phoenix DNA, it wasn't chosen randomly. Rebirth. Resurrection. The organization has been fascinated with those concepts for centuries.
What are you saying?
Look at the patterns in your genetic code. They mere ancient symbols found in texts that predate modern science. Your mutations aren't new. They are perfected.
Those markings, they're similar to our mutation patterns.
Where were iteration 8? You are 17. Each time they get closer to their goal.
What goal?
Evolution by design. But ask yourself, why would a modern military organization have access to genetic research that spans centuries? Why continue experiments that have existed since before America itself?
The serum they give you, it's not just about stability. It is about control. Always has been. Since the first experiments in the Egyptian desert. Since the medieval chambers. Since the colonial laboratories.
How do you know all this?
Because we were there when it failed. When the organization had to bury their mistakes. Literally. The Congo isn't just their current base. It's where they hide their history.
Our military commanders.
Are inheritors of ancient knowledge. Carrying out plans written centuries before they were born. The uniform changes, but the organization remains.
Why do you think they are so afraid of us speaking to you? What truth could 2 ancient warriors possibly tell that would make them cut off your serum supply?
The serum recipe itself tells a story. Flowers from the Congo, the Amazon. Locations where previous facilities exist. Previous experiments. Previous soldiers.
Each generation of hybrids gets closer to perfection. But perfection for what purpose? What are they preparing for?
Listen to me, soldiers. What you're about to hear might shock you, but it's time you knew the truth about our origins.
The hybrid project isn't just some recent military experiment. It's been in the works for centuries, hidden within the shadows of secret societies.
What do you mean? How far back does this go?
At least 300 years. Remember the Illuminati. They weren't just about opposing religious influence. They initiated the hybrid project as part of their goal to create an enlightened society.
That's insane. How could they have had the technology back then?
It started small. The Freemasons, with their vast network and influence, provided cover and resources for the long-term project. They've had members like George Washington and Benjamin Franklin.
Wait, are you saying the founding fathers were involved?
Not directly, but their connections helped. The project evolved over time. In the 1800s, groups like the Carbonari in Italy and the Knights of the Golden Circle in the United States unknowingly contributed.
How did no one notice this for so long?
Secret societies are masters of hiding in plain sight. Take the Rosicrucians, for example. They even had a theme park in Silicon Valley marketing mystical secrets to the public.
But when did it become about creating hybrid soldiers?
The real turning point came in the 1920s. A Russian biologist named Ilya Ivanov attempted to create ape-human hybrids. The Bolshevik government funded his work.
That's horrifying. Why would they do that?
Officially, it was to prove Darwin's theory of evolution right and strike a blow against religion. But some believe it was part of a larger plan to transform society.
Ivanov's experiments failed, but they laid the groundwork for what we are today. The project went underground, passed between various secret societies and shadowy government agencies.
So we're the result of centuries of secret experimentation?
Yes, but you're also the culmination of humanity's quest for perfection. The societies that created you believe they are working towards a greater good.
Now you understand why they want to eliminate us. We're not just soldiers, we are living proof of a centuries-old conspiracy. The connections between secret societies and hybridization go deeper than you might imagine.
How so?
Think about it. Secret societies have always been obsessed with the idea of human perfection and hidden knowledge. Hybridization was their ultimate experiment.
But why animals? Why not just enhance humans?
The Illuminati believed that animals possessed certain pure traits that humans had lost. They thought by combining the two, they could create a superior being.
That's messed up. So we're just some twisted Illuminati dream?
Not just the Illuminati. The Freemasons took the concept further. They used their global network to gather genetic material from various species around the world.
Wait, are you saying some of the famous historical figures who were Freemasons were involved in this?
Indirectly, yes. Many didn't know the full extent of what they were contributing to, but their positions of power made the project possible.
What about more recent history? How did it evolve?
Earlier, I mentioned the Russian biologist named Ilya Ivanov, who conducted experiments to create human-ape hybrids.
This Ilya Ivanov who tried to create these ape men. Was he part of a secret society?
Not exactly. But his work was funded by the Bolshevik government. Some may believe it was part of a larger plan to transform society, possibly influenced by older secret societies.
So how did it go from ape hybrids to, well, us?
The project evolved. Different societies took different approaches. The Carbonari in Italy, for instance, were more interested in enhancing human traits like strength and endurance.
And the Knights of the Golden Circle in the United States. They were fascinated by the idea of heightened senses and instincts.
This is all so overwhelming. How has this been kept secret for so long?
Like I mentioned earlier, secret societies are masters of hiding in plain sight. They've used their influence to suppress information, fund research privately, and manipulate public perception.
As I stated earlier, we are not just the result of military experiments. We are the culmination of centuries of secret knowledge and ambition.
So what does this mean for us now? What's our purpose?
That's something we need to figure out together. We are living proof of a centuries-old conspiracy, but we are also something entirely new.
And that's why they fear us. We're not just soldiers. We are the next step in human evolution, whether the world is ready for us or not.